Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Whitetail Kings. I'm Adam. Today we're doing a review on the Workhorse sprayer, the 25-gallon sprayer, and we're going to put down some Simazine on the food plots and on the frost-seeded switchgrass. Hopefully you guys are all hanging in there amidst of this coronavirus outbreak and we're all in lockdown. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, go for it. Appreciate all the followers, and hey, enjoy the show. Alright guys, we're back in the garage today with the whole corona outbreak quarantine. So what we're doing is we're putting together our Workhorse sprayer. I got this originally. I was going to use it for our high school baseball field because we don't have a water source. And I was going to use it to for pregame, just to get enough moisture on the field just to keep the dust down. So the other uses, obviously, for food plots and whatnot, but for your lawn and different things. But I just wanted to put a little video today of a package, taking it out of the package, putting it together, and then we're going to put it to use today. We're going to drop some Simazine on the property to where we planted some switchgrass and where the fall food plots are going. Start out, you need your Allen wrenches, couple 9/16 wrenches, or just one actually, two 7/16 wrenches, flat screwdriver, and some thread sealant. So that's what we have so far. So assembly wise and parts wise, we got about 11 different parts. Pretty simple. You got your tank, your lid, your tether, your boom kit, the helix lever, some screws, spray wand, screws, drain assembly, the deluxe wand, and then a lead wire assembly. So I'm going to go through these directions. I'm going to put the thing together and then we'll get it mounted on the ATV. Okay, first step was to install these boom mounts and the helixes. These are the helixes right here, these little lever things. Next step, we're going to install the drain cap assembly. So here's the drain cap assembly. It's pretty simple. It's just a threaded drain cap. It's got a little gasket inside to seal it. Make sure that you put this this little attachment on so you don't lose that cap. That's that. Next step, we're going to insert the lead wire assembly into the plug at rear of the pump. Okay, so the wire assembly, obviously you need a battery. So this is where you plug in the wire assembly, and then whatever type of charging unit you want to use, here's how it works. Obviously red positive, black neutral. So to insert the ATV angle brackets into ATV mounts as illustrated, rotate the helix to lock in place. That's those bad boys on the floor. Well, that's pretty simple. You just slide right in, and then these little levers, these helixes, are your locking device. That locks it in there. Here's your boom on top of my dresser. Okay, for the next step, we took this little bag of goodies that had the U-bolts and the different mounts for the boom, and we're gonna attach the boom to the bracket, so it's gonna look like this. Use this stuff, gives you the parts and everything. We'll attach, and there you have your mount pole. One thing I didn't like, though, they don't give you any washers on this, so I may throw a couple washers on there eventually, but so far that's what you have. All right, now things are about to get real. So we are taking all these parts and attaching onto the boom. You can see there's an order of which they all go, and it's all labeled out what each part is, so pretty easy to follow. Okay, now we have each spraying unit on. This was a little tricky, basically because you had to really push these in hard and give them a twist. I was afraid of breaking it, but when I got one on, I felt how they were supposed to be. So really don't be afraid to get, when you get them on, give them a good hard turn counter or clockwise to get them set in. Next, we got to basically just connect all the hoses and charge it up and go out and spray. One little tip before you screw this up like I did. Make sure you put this little clamp on before you insert the wand hose, because you can't get the wand hose back off. It's on there good, which is a good thing. But I had to undo this thing. It was a pain in the butt to get back on. But that's just one thing on the wand hose. Now we connected this. I put a little bit of that thread lube on there. And I think the next thing is just the pressure gauge, which is right there. Here's the wiring harness. Basically, they give you a nice little kit just to hook right onto your battery. Battery on the Honda here sits right underneath the seat. Well, right back in here. So I just put the clamps on. Hopefully they stay on. We'll find out. But as soon as I turned it on, it worked right away. So that's a good sign. Now I'm just going to strap it on, and we're going to give it a test run. We're going to put about 10 gallons of water, 5 gallons of water, and test it out and see what the nozzle's doing. And my Simazine just came. It's sitting on the porch over there behind that tree. So I want to get a good feel for how much we put down based off of 5 gallons and go from there. So we're going to strap it on and give her a test run. Working pretty good. Filled up. Pretty simple. We're gonna head out to the property now and do some herbiciding. Alright, so as you can see, I'm wearing my safety mask. We're going to apply the Simazine 4L. We got about 23 gallons in here right now, so we'll probably put in about 32 to 64 ounces, which is 1 quart to 2 quarts. So about 1 quart to 2 quarts, pretty much per acre, and mix it with about 20 gallons of water. So here we go. See if we can not make a mess here. Oh, that stuff's nice, like a milkshake. Okay, probably about 32 ounces there. A little bit more. Alright, that should be good. That should be enough for this one. Now this stuff's expensive. It was about $75 for this 2.5 gallons here. Okay. Now I'm just gonna drive around and mix this stuff up pretty good. Okay, we got our mask on. Amidst this corona outbreak, we're gonna drive around, mix this up real good. And I got about a little more than an acre to spray. So we'll see you guys in a bit. We'll have to say that was a pretty good test run for the Workhorse 25-gallon sprayer. We covered about a little over an acre and a half between switchgrass and food plots and whatnot. We sprayed a Simazine. It ended up not having to make too many adjustments. Got a good steady flow out of it and got done what we needed to get done. So that's your Workhorse sprayer and the application of Simazine here on the property, and we're just trucking along with this place. It's gonna be a deer heaven here in about 6 months, so stay tuned and keep tuning in. Appreciate all the followers. Hope everybody's doing well out there with this coronavirus outbreak. Sad times here in the United States, but we'll bounce back. We need leaders right now. Everybody stay positive, and we'll see you soon. Take care. He sees me. He doesn't know what to do. What does the fox say? What does the fox say?